Hey folks, well I'm at the dark site and I'm going to do a full, not a full night, but I'm going to try to do a lot of things tonight. Going to try to realign my scope. I know it was good, I got it fairly well done, but I want to do a perfect collimation if I can. And I've got some new software to try, so I'm going to try that. It uses agents in the Raspberry Pi that sits on the scope, so I can shut my laptop and walk away while it's busy doing its thing. So I'm gonna try that. Got to take some flats before it gets too dark, and we're gonna see how good we can guide. I'm gonna be using a new guider, which is using an algorithm called DONUTS. And this is also Cloudmakers software, which I've been using lately, which I like a lot. It's very, very solid software that works well, especially for the Mac. I think they develop it on the Mac, and pretty happy with it. So I'm going to show you my dark site here, because now we get some sun, and you can let me know if it's not one of the best you've seen. I think it's pretty ideal. Okay. So as I mentioned, this is a cemetery. It's about an hour's drive from the city, and but the nice thing about this is it's on a hill, and so it tends to stay dry. I don't think I've ever had a problem with doing on my scope here, and it's all farmland around it, so I got clear sky for everywhere. I got the sun coming in, blinding me. It'll be gone soon. Out there is a river, and sometimes see Canada geese flying overhead. And this is approximately north, so it's a great sight. And our sky is a little, got a little cloud, but I'm not sure what's going to happen. It almost looks like contrails, but I think it should be good tonight. Okay, we'll get to I'm gonna go to do my setup. Hello again. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you, this is this DONUTS algorithm guider. And if you look at it, it looks ridiculously accurate. It's like 0.3 seconds. And well, that's the correction pulses, but this is a guiding accuracy, supposedly 0.3 seconds. I can hardly believe it. And I haven't dithered yet. I'm just taking a 10-minute long exposure. So RMSE 1.1 second and 0.084 seconds. Signal to noise 72. It's kind of crazy, but you know, maybe I don't even understand what it's doing, because we're used to seeing 1 second, not, you know, 0.1 and 0.3. Okay, so that's the new guider, and I set it up I had some trouble to set up. I tried the new software and it was a bit complicated, and I couldn't find out where it was saving my images, so I decided to go back to the original, but I'm using the new guider, and it's doing nicely. So that's the star. That's a like selected window in the full, out of the full image of the guider, and it's got one nice star in there. So I'm guiding at 2 seconds. That's all the calibration data, aggressivity, minimum air. So this is all the default settings. I just let it calibrate. This is my imaging. So I'm set up here on the M101. I'm just going to take a long 10-minute exposure there. It's almost done. And it's minus 15 on the camera. And I think it shows outside 11 degrees outside and 66% humidity. So this is the software. The new version looks the same thing, but it's got some different controls up here, and it's got what they call an agent, where actually the software runs on the Raspberry Pi that's on the scope, and the laptop just kind of gets fed the information. But in this case, I'm using just the drivers on the scope, on the Raspberry Pi on the scope, and the application is here in the laptop. So I'm set at M101. Just gonna look for my dew point. Control.
Batch is finished.
Oh, it's done. Weather info. Dew point is 4 degrees and we're at 10, so we're doing okay. And this is done. Probably has not updated yet. Oh, I think that is the updated photograph. If I auto gain. Okay, this is my histogram. Looks like it could use a bit of boosting even at the 10-minute exposure. Minimum 107. Average 3, median 3, min. Actually, that's not bad. That's should be one. Yeah, it's not too bad. I'd like to get it a little bit on the. It's a little bit on the left wall. I'm gonna do another one. I'm just gonna use the next setting. 900. That's in what, 15 minutes? Okay. Now let's see if we can look at what came down. It's my 5th viewer. Looks nice. Single image. Let's see. I think I could do a whole lot longer exposure on that. I'm trying to do what I want to do is I just want to do a long exposure, and I just want to do one exposure and long, because I've got good guiding, got a stable mount, got good sky. I don't want to be doing the stacking business. I just want one long exposure that has it. This is one exposure and it looks pretty good. And it's not stretched in any major way. Let's see. Where's our Instagram? Yeah, it's a bit low, definitely. So we got the other one coming in at 15 minutes, so we'll do that one. So it shows you that at 15 minutes exposure, the background sky is really pretty far down there, and so that means it's a good dark sky. So I'll do a couple more. I'm in the midweek here and got to work tomorrow, so I'm probably not going to stay too long.